Hello, welcome to another video by Tom Data. This video will be sharing a free implementation worksheet for Facebook Pixel or Meta Pixel. The worksheet is free to use. It's simple and free to use. Is You can access it for free without having to give up your email or spare $1. Yeah. So how do you access this tool? So all you have to do is just um, all you have to do is just um, go to this page where we have the page for this tool. You can find the URL to this page. If you are watching from YouTube, then you can find the URL in the description section. But if you are watching from LinkedIn or another platform, then you can find the link to this page in the comment section. So how do you access this tool? So you click on you click on the button, it takes you to the tool, it's free to access. Um, you have to make a copy for yourself. You click on file because you can edit this for now. Click on file, you click on make a copy. You can change the name to whatever name you want to give to it. You can change the folder, you click on make a copy, then boom, you now have a copy for yourself. Yeah. So I won't kind of walk you through the implementation process, but just kind of tell you what this particular part of the worksheet does. So this part is for you to put in your pixel ID. This is just like implementation scope. This is the owner, the linked to ads account, the other account that is linked to you have more than one ad account if it's linked to more than one ads account. So this will ensure that the Facebook pixel is linked to another account. So the advanced matching is here enabled. The copy access token generated, keep that here. And then the traffic permission analysis is that set up. You click on yes, also that is set up. So the main verification is it pending, what's the status, is it in progress, is it completed. Then if you've implemented everything so far, you put in the status. This is a status for in general, implementation of everything in general. Then how to use this worksheet, very simple. Enter all the events in the data taxonomy tab. So then select the event you enter in the data taxonomy tab in the FB event plan type. So this is where you plan out your event. But for you to, whatever thing you want to track should be in this part. So I'll walk you through every tab here. First of all, if you intend, maybe you don't want to make use of JIT, you don't want to make use of the custom template, Facebook Pixel custom template in Google Tag Manager. There's a sample of the code that you can make use of here. This is for when you want to track a custom event. So when you want to track a custom event to a specific pixel ID. Let's say, for example, on your site, you have more than one pixel ID. I won't send the event just one pixel ID. This is the code to make use of. If you want to track for a custom event, when you're tracking a standard event to all pixel ID, you can make use of this to track a standard event on your site. Then to track for just a single pixel, when you have more than one pixel on your site, you make use of this track. Make use of this track. Make use of this track call here. So the data taxonomy is very easy. You have to come to data taxonomy. There's we've done the artwork for you already. There's list of all standard events in Facebook, from purchase to view content, search, and there's also list of standard properties in Facebook also listed here. So for example, let's say you want to add a new event, let's say it's a phone call, or let's say you want to add a new one like button like we did here, which is a custom event. You can add a new one. Let's say for example, mine is generate lead. I'm creating a custom event. Sorry, there's generate lead. But let me use a different one. Let me use let me use a custom event name. Let me think of one. Share a file. Share a file. And this is a custom event. I want to create another event. I want to create another event which is when users delete a file. They are all custom events. Now I'll put in the description here so that every stakeholder understand what is there. What I have to just do is when I come back to this event plan, I can, let's say for example, I can select, let's say it's an I event. I can select the event name. Let's say the priority is I can select the event name, which is you can see share a file, and let's say delete the file here. Then you can select the category it belongs to. This just is really optional. If you feel you can, is acquisition category is an activation is a conversion, and engagement is a revenue category. Then when should this trigger? You put in when it should trigger. Then the event type you set it as custom event, custom event. What properties do you want to add? Let's say for example I want to add the file name, then also file type. And let's say again I want to add file URL. Can come in here also. Paste that here. Let's say the event data type. This is also optional if you feel. It's just for the sake of communicating with anybody that wants to implement that. Let's say for example, file name should be a string. String also. And this should be a string also. And then how do you intend to implement it? Intend to implement copy, client side, or both. So copy is when you're trying to make use of the server side implementation of Facebook Pixel, while the client side is when you're trying to make use of the Facebook browser Pixel. So let's say for example, I'm doing this client side, and let's say for example I want to do this both the copy and the client side. I'll tick that. So when your team member goes into the plan part where you are what they need to implement, then they know that this should be done both browser and server side. Then what is the implementation status for this? This is just for monitoring the progress of this particular event implementation, if it's completed, if it's in progress, if it's on hold. So for example, let me show you something. Please do not touch anything here. It's made like automatic date. So if let's say for example, it's still in backlog, see the date has been removed. So when I say okay, this has been completed, a date will be appended to it automatically. You can see it. So let's say for example, this is in progress now, but now it is completed. You see the date, boom. The date get also appended. So you can know when you have this event was implemented. So that for example, you have a question like, oh, when did you implement share file event? Oh, we implemented this event. You can just come back here, you check it and say, okay, we implemented this event on the 27th of April 2022. So you see how beautiful this is for documentation of every stuff. Sometimes you might be then if you want to be part of the aggregated event, which is the 8th event that Facebook uses for ad optimization, you can check it here so that when they go into Facebook Pixel, they know that yes, this should be also included in the number or list of aggregated events that you want to create in Facebook. Let's say, for example, I'm creating a new one, a standard event, which is purchase, then it's conversion. Then let me use let's say I want to push in the value. You hold on Control Enter if you're working from you're working on the Windows to go to the next line. Value, currency. Let's say the content. Let's say it's an array. Yeah. Then you come here. You select your implement type. I'll be doing this copy and client side just to track my conversions. Then is a custom event. Then let's say I'm sorry. This should be here. It should be here. Then let's say for the value, it should be a number or an integer, a float number, float. And let's say the currency should be a string. It should be an array with you can just put an array whereby IDs should be in the array, IDs and let's say IDs, name, price, in objects. You see? So when the person is implementing this, the developer or your analytics specialist or your marketing analytics specialist knows what they'll be pushing it to Facebook. Then you let's say for example currently now is on hold. If I click on completed, then it's going to be see the date automatically being added. You can add your notes here for internal collaboration and for any form of documentation process. Then in the audience section, this is a beautiful place. This is where after creating, most times people create the Facebook pixel without setting up audiences so that it can start aggregating the audience for them, which can then be used for their remarketing or for targeting purposes. So this is where you can put out the event and say, okay, we'll have to also create an audience with the name, blah 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 blah, description. Let's say you're creating a summer camp audience with the description, including description. These are people that visited the users that visited the summer campaign page. Then what type of audience type this is? It's going to be a custom audience. Custom audience is audience that you build based on your Facebook pixel. So let's say the custom audience. This is just for monitoring the process, the creation status. If I push this to completed, what's going to happen in this part of this part of this column? Please don't delete anything here. It says do not touch, please. And you click on the completed, then boom, you have your date automatically appended so that you know when this audience was created. Then also you can add any form of notes you want to add for any form of communication purposes. Then also, let's say you want to create a lookalike out of this audience. You can give it the name here, the description, then you select lookalike, you select the process. Oh, it's completed. Boom, you have your date, creation date added automatically without you doing extra form of stuff. One beautiful thing about this worksheet, implementation worksheet for Facebook pixel or the Meta pixel is there's a tab for a useful URLs. So this is like different collection of URLs that can be helpful for you when you try to maybe read up on their Facebook documentation, on Meta documentation. So let me just show you. If I copy this right now, if I paste this here right now, now you can see these are all useful URLs. So let's say for example, I want to create a new one. And it has like its own description here that you can look at. Let's say I'm creating a new one. I want to read up on the copy overview. You can come here, you copy that. Paste it here. And you can see it here. Everything is fine. That's just the beauty of this worksheet. It allows you to kind of also find useful URLs if you probably want to kind of read up on anything on the Meta pixel. So that's it for this worksheet. And now, also, let me just cover this part. This is for custom conversion. Let's say, for example, you want to create a custom conversion in Facebook pixel. This is where you create the custom conversions here. You give the conversion name, the conversion description, and the status here tells you if it's completed or in progress or whatever stuff. By the time you'll be looking at this worksheet, we'll also patch out this place. Thank you for your time. This video is brought to you by Dumb Data. It's a free analytics resource hub for you so that I can succeed in measurement, I can get better with measurement. We have free resources in the areas of event listeners. So let's say, for example, you want to track live video form, Calendly interactions. We have over 35 plus event listeners on our website that you can track different interactions for Wistia, Vidyard, Elementor form, Marketo form, Jivo chat, Webflow form, a lot, and we have more that will be adding to this space. We also have implementation worksheet that can make use of from Peak Pro, GA4, Campaign URL Builder, GA4, the GA3 data comparison after your migration, the Microsoft Clarity worksheet, the Full Story implementation worksheet, the GA4 implementation worksheet, a lot of worksheets, and we have more coming. Then also we have dashboards, Google Data Studio dashboards from GA4 to Universal Analytics. A lot of dashboards exist in this place. Then also you can subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updates, and also follow us on YouTube, on LinkedIn. And also you can subscribe to our bi-weekly emails that you get. It comes twice in a week, in a month, or once in a month, sometimes, or twice in a week. Twice in a month, yeah. So you can also stay up to date with us to know when we drop out new tools that we are working on, and when we update when we update our resource hub, or when we also share new articles or videos for the measurement space. Thank you for your time. And until then, happy measuring.